Got a couple pieces of wood in the old fire. Fan spinning. Let's go putt around in the garage. Open up these doors real quick. See what's what. We can see what's what. First things first, let's get this thing as live as possible. There's the volumes down.
New vehicle, but can't find what you want.
Oh, I can't find my new vehicle. Oh no. So yeah, welcome to the garage. Not sure what I'm gonna do today. Garage stuff. I already ate breakfast. Had breadsticks for breakfast. How about that? Skip ads. We'll see how this works. No thanks, I don't need that. All right, here we go. So what are we gonna do in the garage? Well, we're gonna blow some leaves, pick some stuff up, put some tools away, all sorts of fun stuff. Check out the array of rigid tools that's available. I'm not gonna lie, these right here are interesting to me. They got a deal going with this guy, and this guy, and I'm thinking about it. I've got some lights, and yeah, no, they make light. I don't really have any like really good cordless floodlights. And sometimes in life, you think to yourself, do you know what you need? Some good cordless floodlights or whatever. This is not just a bunch of junk. So unboxing. Let's get some. Let's do some organization here. Let's back this up just a little bit. Got ourselves a trash can that will double as the recycling bucket. Let me get that in there. Let's recycle some things. Oh, there's some spoilers in here, by the way. First thing you may notice in the spoiler department is, yes, there is a new tool right there. That's right, kids. Unboxing video coming soon to you, but check that bad boy out. That's right. Got me a grease gun. Yes, sir. That is awesome. Already upgraded it through this Azuno Zerk lock on it. I watched some reviews on these Azunos, and there was people talking about there's a issue with the diameter, and it's true. If you got small recessed Zerks, that may not go in, but like that right there, that fits every Zerk on a John Deere skid loader. It just squeezes right in on the tight ones. So this is a little overkill, but like, oh man, I'll tell you what, it doesn't suck to have. That's for sure. Some of this cardboard thrown away. We gotta put some tools away because I switched that Zerk fitting out, so we'll have to save that just in case. Something else interesting about this, I'll point this out while we're sitting here deciding if anyone's gonna show up. It's got this thing, which is kind of cool. It's a right angle, but there's the Zerk there, so you just clip right onto that, and then you got a right angle. Hard to get off. I had to use a screwdriver to get that thing off. Then I watched a video that says you tilt it and then you rotate it and it comes off. So I'm going to try that next time I'm struggling, which these days seems to be more than I normally remember. Struggle is real. So let's see, we got more cardboard. Let's put that in the old cardboard recycling bucket. That's fun. This is new. Got ourselves a Stanley 30-footer here. Yeah. Turns out, see, like when you look at this thing, made in USA, global materials, power lock, 2x blade life, 10-foot reach. You know, when I look on this thing, I don't see anything talking about any perceived or understood or theoretical warranty. But it turns out these have a lifetime warranty. I didn't know that. I had a broken one laying in a bin. I had to contact Stanley about another tool get replaced, and during the conversation they told me about that. So let's put some wrenches away, I guess. I don't know. Like, what do we got here? Trying to figure out how to make a interesting video of me putting my wrenches away. So we got a 11 16, 5/8, 3/4, and a 14 millimeter. That'll go over. So let's go to our wrench drawer here. And we'll put our stuff away. All right, Buck, you're in the way of me being my friend. I'm gonna try not to film the back of my jacket any more than I need to. But, oh, sometimes you gotta film the back of your jacket. Look at this old guy. Look at that thing. What kind of wrench is that? Just the old square. In case you got a square nut you gotta get undone. You better believe it. My mats aren't as grippy as they used to be. They slide all over. What's up with that? Someone's been here rearranging my stuff, it looks like. I don't know where you put a square. Where do you put a square wrench? Just right there. All right. Organization complete. There we go. That was fun. We got some straps. Had to bring some straps just in case. It's for some rigging the other day, so I got my straps. Got to put those away. This didn't get packed up right, so I'm gonna repack this thing. This is my tree saver bag for my ATV. But somehow when I packed this back up, it didn't quite go back in like it was supposed to. So, synthetic shackles. These are the bee's knees. Safe. You hit the head by that, it just gives you a rope burn. So I think that's what I did wrong. I didn't have that quite organized exactly the way it's supposed to be. Kind of packed up a little lopsided on me. What's going on here, String? I'm trying to think of all the exciting things that happened this week. But my yard thing, that's becoming like insane. They're like, you need to get bids. You need to call and get bids to fix your own yard. I'm like, what? Like, I don't even understand what's. I was like, dude, I had to tell the dude straight up. I was like, I don't work for you. You know that, right? Like, I'm not your employee. Like, I don't. If you ask me to go get bids to fix my yard that you fucked up, like, that's not how it actually works in life. But it turns out I might have to do that. I don't even know. I really, truly don't know. That's the case for that. Garbage. I think you're looking up. More paperwork. It's like the paperwork never ends. How much paperwork do you need when you buy a thing? Here, have some more paperwork. Let's make a pile of paperwork. I'm into piles. Greasehood's got a strap. It's got a shoulder strap, just in case you got to grease about 100,000 pieces of equipment. So that's cool. Is it the same? Is it the same lineup as this lineup? Ooh, that might be different years. Yeah, whatever. Don't care. Some sort of little beastie's working, barking. The old barking beast. All right, let's. Should we delve up into the cabinet and put our straps away? That's right. We're gonna look into some cabinets here. The magical cabinet peek. I think. Actually, no. I'm not gonna show you my cabinets. Those are my cabinets. You don't get a peek. That just goes up and down. No particular reason why. Just that's the way that goes. All right, here we go. We can work on over here now. We got to organize this little disaster area. So what's the story over here, you might ask? Self, you say? There's the new anvil. I took a wire wheel to it to try to figure out if I could fix any of that. I still don't know what they did there. It's just got a weird spot on the edge. If I round that over, it'll disappear. Am I gonna round it over? Probably not. So we could put some of this away. Let me get my screen over here just in case someone tunes in and wants to chime in on something so I can actually see. So yeah, 65-pound anvil there, kids. How fun is that? Already used it to pound something back straight. This is like, man, I kind of think about this like, I kind of wish I would have bought that 30 years ago, because what's really interesting about this anvil is this horn is perfectly round. So you can straighten round stuff out on it, which is like kind of hard to do sometimes. Plus you got all this other flat spots and angles and things. That's, you know, here's my old anvil. You ready? Here's my old anvil. It's like right there. That's my, or right here or there or across there. Like that's my old anvil, which is, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not super great, but like it's not super great. I mean, there's super great, and then there's pounding on your vise to like straighten out things that need to be straightened out. So one of the things I got to figure out is where I'm going to store the anvil. In my pretend fantasy, it was going to be maybe down there, and then I had to pick the thing up in the store to put it in the cart, and I realized I'm not as young as I used to be, and 65 pounds is a true 65 pounds, and that's heavy. Like, I was just like, ugh. Like, just trying to pick it up, like, ugh. So I don't know. I might try to figure out how to maybe make him a forever home on this here workbench. So we'll set that over there for now. This is tragedy. This is a mag light with a battery that is so stuck in there that I cannot get. I've been beating the living hell out of it, so that's a loss. But we'll keep the pieces just in case. You know, nostalgia. The wire wheel that goes over in this side. We'll put that away in a second. Here's a can of gas that's like questionable in nature. Like, so you can see how full it is, but like, you see that wiggling? But I don't know how old that is. Like, the dude that came with my leaf blower, and I'm just like, do I want to run questionable old gas? Like, what do you do with old gas? I don't even know. Put it on your workbench and hope for the best. Jeez. Here, the old Red Devil. Classics putty scraper. We'll hang that from the hook. Here's the 50-to-1, just in case. No, you never know. That's a 51. Check. Not to be confused with the 40-to-1. That's for the weed eaters, because they run obviously different. Because why would you want everything to be the same in life? Okay. So what do we got next? Carb cleaner is getting a little on the empty side. We've got 2 carb cleaners there. It's a nice pencil. Swiffer, just in case. Sometimes you gotta dust up around the old workbench, right? The old. If your anvil gets a little too dusty, you gotta clean that thing up, make it nice. How about this? We got the garage lighting. I should fire that up. We need some lighting in here. Let's plug this in and get it going. Just kidding. That is the garage lighting for the garage videos. Cardboard box with more paperwork. Pretty important. Paperwork pile. We got a questionable spark plug of unknown origin. I think that goes to that chainsaw, but I don't think it's a bad spark plug. That's the whole thing. It's like little crusty around the top there. Ooh, focus please. But this end, that don't look bad. Let's throw it on the old wire wheel and clean her up. Check out this little contraption here. This is another thing. I can't believe I made it as many years as I did without it. A wire wheel that's always set up. It's so great. I'm just gonna clean that off real quick. Make it nice. My uncle gave me this. Well, I shouldn't say he gave me this. He gave me this part. And I Franken cobbled it all together. That was another one where it's like, oh, we're going to store that down below. And then when I need it, I bring it up. And then I set it there and it's never left. So yeah, this is just like, there's no bearings. You drop a little bit of oil down them 2 holes. There's a pulley built in there. I went and bought a pulley, did a little pulley math based on the RPMs. I didn't want this spinning too fast. I haven't used this too much. I need to get some compound. But that right there, I use that so much. I love it. So like, yeah, that thing's back to, I'm gonna get a rag. Clean a little of this oil off. Clean a little oil off. I think this is for the Eager Beaver. If I'm not mistaken. There's nothing wrong with that spark plug. I mean, just gap it out. I'll put that in my spark plug collection. Doesn't everybody have a spark plug collection? Oh, yep, I just did that. I broke the package. Let's fix the package. We'll fix it with a little bit of green tape. How's that sound? The classic green tape fix? Yeah. We can solve the problem here. It's I could hang that back on the retail shelf. That's as good as it needs to be. Whatever. Grass cleaner, a totally empty 3-in-1 bottle. We'll just put that back there. That's great. Empty water bottle. You can go in the garbage can. I mean the recycling. I've got my address. Don't want to show that. Greasy rag. You can go there. Rag. You can go there. Elastic strap. A little collection of utility knives going there. How we doing so far? This is one of my favorites right here. The classic tray of randomness. Everybody's got to have one of these. So it's like the tray that like the stuff that you couldn't figure out where to put it goes the last time you clean the workbench. So that's that tray. So here's the real question. How many, what do I do with all this? I feel like there's too many in one spot. Like if you're gonna have a utility knife collection, and that's only a couple of them, but like, so like for example, this one, the clickety clack broke, but it's stuck in the out position. So like this one, the clickety clack, well, it's stiff, but it's chrome, so that's cool. This one, look at that, pre-clickety clack. That thing's ancient. Classic Stanley. That's a keeper. And just that used to be in my tool belt. He's got a little paint missing off him. Whatever. So like, I'm just trying to figure out like, do you put all your utility knives in one spot? Like, here's my new, this is like the new stuff. The DeWalt. It's a pretty nice knife. BMC, Stanley and Stanley. Like this is like, you can't break that. How do you break that? There's nothing to break there. Whatever. I just feel like it shouldn't all be one spot. Like you got to spread your utility knives out. So like, I think I could use maybe a fresh blade. Let's see what the situation on this thing is, as far as maybe spinning him around and getting a little bit sharper blade on the outside. That could be a little more useful than not. Unfortunately, that blade is kerbunked on both ends. If I was a utility, that's pretty sharp, but there may be a blade inside. Let's do a little exploring. We don't want to mix our parts up. Yeah, this is riveting, I'm sure. Oh yeah. Oh, we got roofing. Nice. A little roofing hook in there. I'm not gonna put a roofing hook on. We're just gonna peel one of these bad boys off. Try not to cut a finger. One, please. Oh, about dropped it on my toe. Of course, I'm wearing Crocs because it's the weekend. Yep, I think that's sharp. It's kind of filled with some crud. Partially from bouncing around in the handle and partially from being dropped on the floor just now, which is not that great, but still working on that perfection thing. Okay. Well, so this is, like I said, this is a pretty basic unit here. You got your little knifey thing, and then you just kind of do that, and that's, well, that's installed right there. That is the basic of basics. Always in the go position. No safety. This is a knife for a professional only. You don't want to be using this if you're an amateur. That's why I feel like this knife's going to go right on the wall here, because I feel like that's a professional grade utility knife. Right there. Oops, I didn't get that. Right there. For some reason, my tripod's giving me fits right now. It's like it doesn't want to cooperate. Let's put this one back together. Like, I'm positive this is my old work or tool pouch knife. I know it is because it's got roofing blade in it. But I got those new DeWalt's. That's crazy. The DeWalt knives are free. A couple of years ago, like Black Friday, the local farm store here had like a sale for getting people to come in and buy stuff from them. They're like, hey, buy a utility knife. This thing's just, these are just like El Cheapos, Chinesiums. And that one, the thing fell off it. This one is just stiff, but it's like a gangster, like chrome plated. We'll just set those over here for now. We're gonna find a nice home for them. This one, yeah, I know, they're right next to each other. I just talked about that, but we'll hide it at the back. We'll hide it at the back. Perfect. All right, we got the wolf clamps, or the Wolfensteins, or whatever you call this. Wolfcraft. These are slightly used. They're good clamps, though. I got some of the bigger ones that I brought out to the job site, and old boss man, he don't like them. He cusses at these clamps. It's like, these clamps are garbage. And it's like, Wolfcraft makes some of the most expensive clamps. I mean, I know there's always more expensive clamps, but like, they are some of the top tier best clamps that you can use on the planet Earth if you have money to buy clamps. And like, only boss man would complain about them. Like, it's like, if you think those are crappy clamps, hold my beer. We're gonna get some crappers out here. We can really experience a good time. Okay, so we're getting close here. What are we down to? Oh, disappointment of the year. My super expensive Yulsa battery for my Honda. That thing didn't last for shit. Just crapped out on me. What year was this thing? Retail price $150. I got like a few years out of this thing, I think. Like, I don't even know. When I bought it, it had like a damaged terminal. It was bent. And I'm like, dude, I ain't buying bent terminal. And like the dude was being kind of a jerk about it and was like, basically, I'd been chatting him up before he brought it out. I was like, yeah, I'm going off-road with my buddies this weekend, but I want a fresh battery because I'm having problems with my power steering, blah, 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 blah. He brings it out. He's like, yep, there you go. And I was like, well, I don't want that bent one. Like, you can sell that to somebody else. He's like, nope, that's the one you're getting. I'm like, I'm not buying a battery that's been dropped, dude. Like, get real. And he's like, well, here's the deal. If you want to go ATVing with your friends this weekend, then you're going to get this one. And then I was just kind of like, well, this guy is bending me over barrel. And I know he had more, but he's just being a jerk. After I thought about it for a real long time, I should have said, oh, I just remembered I need two. And then what would he do? If you say, I want two of the batteries, he'd want to make the sale, so he'd go get the second one. But yeah, the damaged battery didn't last as many years as it should have. Obviously, it was outside its warranty. There's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, it's thoroughly disappointing. So I definitely didn't go back to buy any more batteries from that guy, and I'm probably not gonna go back to buy any more ever again because of that shady shit. Like that, I really don't like that when people like try to sell you damaged shit for full price because it was literally damaged. Like that terminal, you can still see it's racked. See how it's, well, I don't know if I can get in here without. See how it's like trapezoidal? Yeah, that's how it came. Like bent. Like, oh, we dropped your battery. Sorry. Like, here, give me 150 bucks. This is like, asshole. Got here some degreaser from the old performance bike catalog. Oh yeah. Chip brush. Already got one going, but let's get another one out here because why not? I feel like the backup chip brush should go behind the scraper. Make sure I'm not misfilming any of this. I feel like I am. Whatever. Pins. Some seam sealer, which is probably seam sealed itself. That was open for the tree hit the house when I was a one-armed bandit. Which I think I'm almost turning into a one-armed bandit again. Here's a piece of firewood. Burn that later. All right. I feel like this right here needs some work. Like I feel like that right there's something not like the way it should be. Does that make sense to anybody? Like I feel like there's too much going on there and not enough of the right stuff. So like this, which is pretty cool. This is like a gardening tool. It goes on your belt. It's like a knife shovel. See that? A Craftsman cutting roots knife scooper duper, but like for some reason I hung it on the wall there and it's lived its life on the wall, but I don't think that's where it should go for some reason. Like, I don't know. Think about finding a new home for that. Like this thing here. What is this, like a rubber scraper? What is this thing? It's just like a spatula. Why is that hanging on the wall? Find a new home for that. Okay, so this is nice. This little straight edge thing. What do they call this? A trim guide for trims. We're gonna go with him right there. I think that's gonna be the trim guide's new home. Chip brush, gotta have one of those. This is kind of that thing there is not. I'm not happy with this. Like this is a janky old slip square. It's broken. I think I gotta. Do I have a better solution for this? Like, how could I hang that where it's not going to be? I need something to pivot this off of. Get the practice there. That's pretty good. Pretty good balance. Nope. Nope. I ain't working. Nope. For some reason, I don't think slip square goes up there anymore. I just don't think that's going to happen. Anything else feel that way? That's how I feel. All right. I think clamps are going to go right here. I think this is going to disappear. Ooh, there's a paint can opener that I didn't know was there. We're going to go rubber scraper there, chip brush there, and then see how these balance. Do they hang straight? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the solution right there, kids. Because clamps are nice to have at the workbench. So we're going to go with that. That's a little nicer, don't you think? Is that a little bit better organized? Look at this thing. Check that out. It's a little 2.5 pound hammer that I put on the broken handle of my like a broken garden rake handle. Look how long that thing is. Oops. That is the oh, I didn't even film any of that. Awesome sauces. Sometimes you need a really long handle on a little tiny hammer, so I did that. And his home is right there. That's where he lives. Isn't that great? Just a wicked little super spiky hammer. Mm-hmm. So the $100,000 question is, where is this thing's permanent home going to be? That's just a cleaning tray that had cookies in it. It's for washing the windows. Now, some options. We could just parallel it over here. See, over here, the blasting cabinet, dust comes out. I mean, that might be a good spot for it, actually. Like, is dust going to hurt this thing? My old dead battery collection here. This is off the Mule. There's the Mule's battery. Most undersized thing in the history of the world. Thanks, engineers. It's like, God. I wonder if anyone's gonna want a winch and some lights. Nah, no one will ever do that. So let's not put a big enough battery to run anything. God. It's like someone probably pays their rent or their mortgage and designed that stupid little battery in there. That's just mind-boggling to me. All right, so let's see if we can get a tray for parts. It's like back when that store was open in town where you could go there and buy all that crap. Oh, Jeremy, what's up, bud? Welcome to Puttering Around the Garage with Elveshelves. We're just gonna kind of hang out in the garage and do some things here, bud. You missed out. I know you're into new tools. Check out my new tool. There'll be a video about this coming out. I bet you'll like this. Look at this thing. It's a pneumatic grease gun. Look at that. Isn't that cool? 10,000 PSI. I put an upgrade on it already. Oops, sorry. Put this this Azuno Zerk locking tip on it. And then it's got this, let's see if I can do this without getting grease all over the whole world. The gun came with this 90-degree attachment. So see how there's a Zerk right there? So you can take this thing. See if I can get this right. Call me a liar. And now it does 90 degrees. And then to undo it, you just undo and just grease all over it. Oops. Grease all over everything. Just super awesome. I already used this once. I greased the skid loader. I didn't make a video. Probably should have, because it would have been a decent video because yeah. It did its job. I know it's kind of weird, but I'm trying to be super ultra careful with where the grease ends up. Because I want to keep this thing kind of like not bombed out, if that makes any sense. Like when it comes to grease, it's grease. And then grease tends to go everywhere and take over everything. But anyways, yeah, you slap a battery in this thing on the end, just a rigid battery. You just wick. It's got, you can dose with it. So like when it's in the on position, you hit the trigger and it just shoots grease until it stops, until you let go. Then you got that. It goes like one dose, and then 2 doses, and then three, 4, and then you get up to 10. Then it goes by 5 increments, 20, 25, then it goes 50 doses. So if you do like regular greasing of regular machinery, you kind of learn how much each of your machines take, and you just 2 speeds. One's like super high pressure, low volume, like not a lot of grease. The other one's a lot of grease at lower pressure. So it's pretty neat. I got a new tape measure too. Haven't opened that up yet. Let's where's my anvil? Let's rub some grease from that grease gun on my anvil. That's like fun. Yeah, get a little greasy grease. That's always fun. So yeah, I just had an epiphany. I think we're gonna go over here for the anvil's new home. What do you think? That way, if I need him, I can slide him out. But yet he's still there, available. As you got a clear. Come on, friends. Nope. That sucks. I might have to move my. Let's try again. Oh my god, like a glove. That's like designed for it. Yeah, you saw the dust fall out right there. But I mean, I think that's probably going to be his new home. I think. What do you think? You know, when I'm not using him, and then when I need him, I pull him out. So that means his new home is going to be probably right there is where I'm going to keep that thing. Probably just leave him out, just beat on things. Let's see what happens if we go this way. Go horn in. Oh, I'm liking that. That probably works. I'm not gonna move that thing again. It's heavy. All right. So I think this is like a cookie sheet right here. This is a cookie sheet, but that's like a parts tray of the non-rolling variety. There's another cookie sheet, but it's a parts tray of the rimmed variety. We got the parts tray of all the shit from last time I did this, but I haven't found like all the drill bits and stuff. That's fun. A couple pennies. Enjoy collecting pennies. I need to figure out where my chainsaw is. Oh, it's up there. Pretty sure it's a chainsaw spark plug. We're getting down to the bottom of the workbench there. I feel like I'm just filling this other workbench up though. Like this thing, like that could use some grease actually. Where's that? Where's the greasy part of this rag? Could use a little lube. Feel a little dry. I think I built this out of like 2 broken slip squares. I don't know if there's any labels on it. I sandblasted this. This thing was like rusted to pieces. But it fit in here really well, so like, it's broken. Whatever. I don't know what brand this thing is. This thing's ancient. It's just abused. But there's no hole in it. I can't hang it. I don't know what to do with it. Whatever. There's the O-ring from the old pressure washer. We'll keep that. That's important. Pencil. Put you there. Some little wires. We'll put you there. Square screwdriver. Get your home. Found this spoon in the yard the other day, and like magnets don't stick to that. You know what we should do? Let's fix the spoon on the anvil. Yeah, let's do that. Cause that's gonna be my new what do you call that? This is my new workbench spoon. This is the spoon that's gonna stay on my workbench. Cause you never know, you might bring like a bowl of cereal out. Like this might have been silver plate. Like this might be fancy. It's marked. So let's fix that. Let's fix the spoon with the anvil. Like people are like, why'd you buy an anvil, Elves? It's like, it's because I found a spoon in the dirt and I want to be able to fix it. Here we go. Let's give it the old. We'll just straighten her out real quick. Ooh, it's already looking. I mean, it's already looking pretty good. A little crooked. Straighten her out. I mean, I already like it. Let's get that part there straightened out a little bit better. Now it's been through the ringer, obviously. We'll get her straightened out. We'll get her straightened out. Like a true blacksmith. I've become a blacksmith. Now, I realize that that's kind of part of the fanciness of it. I don't know if I want to take that scoop out of there. But so far, looking pretty good on the old spoon here. We'll buff the cobwebs out of her. How'd we do? Yeah, I like it. So we got a spoon now. That's the old bench spoon. Let's see if it fits right here. Perfect. Oh, I didn't film that. Too low. We'll go back up. There it is. We got a slot for the bench spoon right there. Perfection. Just in case you got to eat a little cereal. You got yourself a spoon. Come on. There we go. Excellent. All right. Let's look at one of these junk buckets. What do we got in here? Got a zip tie, still in good condition. This is just a bunch of nuts. Look at that. It's a bucket of oily nuts. What's that doing here? Oh, it's not as much fun as this one. We got here just a bunch of, yeah. I don't want to deal with that really. I'm just gonna put that back. I don't want to deal with any of that stuff. Those need to go in my tool belt. Okay. Pins, checky check. How about, let's throw them back in there. Perfect. Bench is clean. I should do something with these drill bits though. I got three people are watching me do this? Okay. That's fun. Well, let's go back over to this workbench that I already cleaned once that I already filled back up. So like that's how I organize. I just move stuff from place to place, right? You get one part cleared out, and then you see here. Let's go. Is it this one? No. There we go. That's where those go. Put them away. It's looking good. Got this utility knife here. I want to put a utility knife someplace where it's like, hey, that's a handy spot for a utility knife. Nope. Hey, look, I got a utility knife right there. Brand new, not even open. Oh wow, look at this one. This is fun. Look how old that Stanley is. His blade. Let's change that blade out. Let's give him a fresh one. Yeah, this thing is ancient. I forgot about him. So like Stanley. This is a number 199. That's a Stanley 10-299, right? How about that? Isn't that crazy? I don't know how old this thing is. That thing is probably old enough to tell you how it was way back when or whatever. Back when I was a utility knife. Maybe I'll put this one on display. Oh yeah, he's got a good one right there. Maybe we'll switch it out. We'll put the old ornate Stanley out front for the looky-loos. The old danger knife. There's something nice about a knife that just like never stops being a knife. Oh, that's why. This knife's so old, it was before they invented hangers. So you can't even hang this knife. That's how old it is. This is like, they hadn't invented hooks to hang things on yet when they made this, and then they invented hooks to hang things on. That's why that one sits out. All right, it's all coming back to me. But, I digress. Oh, check this thing out. This is pretty cool. I don't think I've ever shown this. I'll show you guys a cool tool. Look at this thing. It's a screwdriver. This is a screwdriver that comes from the aviation industry. A Tuffy. Look at this. It's got a handle, so you can really get in there and get your screwdriver on. This one's been used. Like someone beat the holy hell out of this thing. It's all mushroomed up. Still closes though. These were built by, let's see, the Swallow Airplane Company from Wichita, Kansas. They used to make airplanes, and they got out of the airplane building business and started making tools. These are interesting. They came in different tips. This is just a regular. I got this in one of them toolboxes I bought for $5. But yeah, it's really crazy. Just like aviation screwdriver with a T-handle. Some wild stuff there, kids. Wild. You're wild, man. You're wild, man. Wild. Okay. So, where am I going to put the Chinesium utility knives? Where am I going to put this thing? It needs to be open. This needs to go someplace. Where's my gardening stuff? The old gardening. I have a gardening bucket up here. We'll just throw it up there. The gardening fittings. Problem solved. Problem solved. I think the screwdriver goes up here. I don't know if I'm gonna film everything, but we'll get a general filming. He goes up there. Get your home. Get in your home. Power cord. Sorry. Okay. Now the Swiffer. I don't know where I'm going to put the Swiffer. It needs to go someplace important. This stupid light that I do use here. Oh yeah, the spatula. I think I have some scrapers someplace. Let's put the scrapers with the scrapers. Does that make sense? Is that like a logical thing to do? Yeah, right here. See, like this is like a big plastic scraper. There's a big plastic scraper. Should I put them in the same spot? Look at this bag they gave me. It's just like a sad bag. It's like, hey, maybe that'll fit in there. 0% chance. Just like it's like a soft cloth bag. Like, well, what's going on with rigid? Like, so here's how the rigid bags used to be. Like, that's like there's nothing in here. Like, just the bag material alone is such that like there's like a wire in there. Like, that's a good bag. This thing, that's a toy. Like, that's like what this is like, we should include a bag so we can say it on the label. It's like, bag included. Oh, it's got a bag? Oh, great. It's like, yeah, not technically. That is a bag-shaped piece of cloth. Yes, very good. Very good, Richard. All right, I think we might be getting close here. Paperwork. You're there. Utility knife pile. We're just going to move you down a little bit farther. Grease gun shit there. See how I do? You just keep moving it around. Don't put it away. Just move it around. All right. Let's, this doesn't even go on this workbench. I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just making it up. Let's go put this away. Here we go. We can work on this workbench. This needs some work. This cluttered mess. Hopefully there's nothing that shouldn't be filmed right there. I know this guy's home is over here. There you go. Get your home. So we got soda cans, glasses, dirty coffee cups, cardboard boxes that need recycled. Let's take care of this. Plastic bag. We'll hang him right here for now in case you find something that needs to go in the old trash pile. More paperwork. That's fun. These need to go in the kitchen. I got a battery charger. That's always fun. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to hang this. I got this new lame battery charger. I mean, I'm telling you, Rigid, the stuff they do. So check this out. Hold on, let me get this thing out here. I'll probably break it in the process. So this is a Rigid battery charger. Look at this sad little thing. Look at this thing. All right, sorry. This is a Rigid battery charger, and this is a Rigid battery charger. Look at the wires on that thing. This is like their solution to like, oh, we got to include a charger or no one will buy it. And then there's like this kind of battery charger, like, well, that's pretty legit. Like these are the same. Like this is like the modern version of Ridge. It's like, is this even safe? Not safe, but like, will this hurt my battery using that little guy? Speaking of battery, my battery's about to die on my cell phone. Close. What tool brands do I have? Well, I got a lot of rigid. My battery is about to go smoked on my. Jeez, I got to get a charger on this thing. Like for some reason, my cell phone just told me it was gonna go. No bueno. I run a lot of rigid, mainly for the warranty, because like the warranty is pretty legit. Like lifetime service agreement. So like, if it breaks, they fix it. All right, let's go see if I can get a charger. Hopefully I don't run out of battery by the time I get back to where I was. This is gonna get weird. I don't play the tool brand loyalty thing because that's insane. I mean, I guess if a tool brand wants to start sending me tools and sponsoring me. Hey, DeWalt? All right, let's check this out then. Ready? Look at that. I got a giant DeWalt sign on the wall. That's cool, right? Like my phone didn't make a charging sound. I don't know what's happening. It's plugged in. We're gonna see if this shuts off. It's because I ran out of batteries. Sorry, I don't have my tablet with me. I'm gonna grab my tablet. I can't see what you're typing. I can see some of it. Hold please. So yeah, I've got some DeWalt. I got some Makita. I got some Hitachi, rigid. The thing with it, like, what sold me on the rigid was like the lifetime service agreement. Like that's like hard to beat, man. And even though rigid is like challenging to, I'm like, well, it usually takes more than one attempt to get your item warranted. I'll just put it that way. So, but they come through. Like it's always worked. I've never been like, they screwed me over. But like, so like I used to do a lot of Craftsman on the hand tools because like I'm not a mechanic. So like, well, those are Harbor Freight. So like, oh, they're the worst. These are the worst, right? These are the worst wrenches in the world. Well, yeah, probably, but like, if you need a long-handled 3/4, well, there you go. And if I break this, I just drive across town and get another one. Now, if you go price out long-handled 3/4 wrenches from the tool truck, yeah, you're gonna be taking a loan out, dude. Got cough cups. A little oil. I can put my oil away real quick. Get that out. This is just a bunch of mail, junk mail. Let's just get this out. Paperwork. More paperwork. I'll put the paperwork in the paperwork pile. Okay. So far, so good. So this workbench is supposed to be... Well, there's a carb kit. I got a carb kit I haven't opened up yet. It's for that chainsaw. I ended up fixing. I thought it was too far gone to fix on my own, so I bought a carb kit for it, and then turns out there's some plastic trash bags. What are these doing out here? Oh, I was gonna put sawdust in them. Yeah, that's what it is. These just go back in the kitchen. Those are my kitchen trash bags. Yeah, I mean the whole loyalty thing. I only run red. I was like, okay, well, congratulations. Hope that works out for you. And back in the day, it was a little less. Like back before battery powered tools, and you plugged them in, I never understood that. Why people would like pick a color, like this is the color tools. I only run yellow, or I only run orange, or I only run red. It's like, oh, dude, really? Like typically, what I do No, maybe that's not typical anymore. What I used to do would be I would read reviews and I would buy the best version of whatever tool I needed. So like if I had a belt sander, I just buy the best belt sander that was available to buy. I didn't care what version it was because I just wanted a belt sander that worked properly and it was going to be quality. The name on it, like, what does it matter? Unless it came down to like a couple tools that were like similar in quality and review, but like one was more expensive and one was less expensive. I'd always buy the less expensive one because I don't pay extra for something because of the name on it. I just need the tool to work. But then I got sucked into Rigid with their lifetime warranty, and it's like, well, if it breaks, they're supposed to fix it, so that's cool. And if the batteries stop working, they send me new ones, and they've done that, and that's cool. You know, if the battery charger stops charging, they send you a new battery charger, and that's cool. Where did my trash can go? There's a trash can over here. I don't understand where that went. It was a black bucket. Oh, I know where it is. It's outside full of water. We're gonna use that cardboard box. So this workbench is supposed to be for like not greasy. It's supposed to be the clean bench. Unfortunately, I'm not really good at like keeping that steadfast rule for myself. Got some snacks here. You want a snack? Not labeled for individual sale, so I can't sell these to you. Yeah, we got we got a mini vise over here, a secondary anvil, if you will. Like I've beaten way too much stuff right there in my life. There's like dents in it and shit. Like, oh god. But like, you know, a small little vise there that comes in handy. Plastic bag. I don't see any plastic bags laying around. Not the bag, maybe. All right, so if you're into tools, I'm gonna show you a cool tool. You ready for this? Probably throw my back out getting it. Hold please. Look at this thing. Oh, that's not even all in the frame. That's a 36-inch pipe wrench. Look at that thing. Isn't that cool? And then check this out. If I can get this one out. Oh, come on. Let's just stick in the way. There's always something in the way. Not to be outdone, to pair with the 36-inch pipe wrench, we got the 24-inch pipe wrench. See? These are Rigid brand tools. So it's kind of weird. Like there's Rigid power tools, and then there's like Rigid plumbing tools. Somehow the same, but yet also different. So like, I think it's the same. The name's owned by the same company, but like a different division makes the stuff. So like, if I'm not mistaken, this is crazy. I bought this off an electrician. So this thing, the paint's missing off it, but like it's like brand spankety new. Like it's hardly been used. That one there has barely been used. I think that wrench was purchased for a single job. And then when the job was done, it was kept, and then it was, that was bestowed to me by my grandfather, actually. When I was a little kid, I saw that, and I was like, oh my god, that's the biggest wrench I've ever seen. I want that. He's like, you can have it. He gave it to me. But the teeth on this thing are immaculate. I think this was used at the meat packing plant. Like, I'm not even making that up. That's a meat packing plant wrench. Barely hangs off the side of my workbench. 36-inch giant pipe. Anyways. So Rigid is made by the same company that makes Milwaukee. And Milwaukee's are nice tools. It's like, if you actually will notice that a lot of their designs are similar. Like that grease gun, the Milwaukee's almost a complete copy of it. Like the features it has are the exact same. So it's like, I heard someone say, what was it, like Milwaukee, Rigid, and then they make Ryobi in the exact same building. They make all the stuff in the same building. It's like different levels of the building. I don't know if that's actually true, but I'm going to pretend it is. There's a little junk box, some wedges. I think this was in my truck. Sunglasses, you don't belong out here. We'll just move into a different location. All right. With that. we'll just put it below. That solves it. Here's a broken ceramic bowl. What are we gonna do with that? What do you do with a broken ceramic bowl? I don't know what you do with it. You take the stuff out of here and you put this in here. It becomes a junk drawer. Tip. And then when you fill that up, one day when you're bored, you look at that thing. Jeez, that's a tomahawk. This is a little beat up, a little worse for wear. We might retire that one. We might retire that. Okay. I got a place for these blades drawer, blades. Nope. Yeah, right there. Okay. I feel like this needs dusted or something. Where's that Swiffer? Where's the Swiffer at? If I unplug this, will it shut off on me? Let's find out. Here we go. We got the Swiffer. Let's grab some of this. We might use some of this window washing polish here. We might polish the whole workbench up. So I made the mistake in the very beginning when I had this 2 workbench set up that like I never thought about like, oh, I should keep one clean and one like for the greasy stuff. And I actually worked on some greasy stuff over here one time like a fool. Like the grease soaked in. It was like, oh, that was dumb. Like, why did you do that for? So then like I sanded it down the best I could and I painted it with like white primer. And I painted it black and like the black is peeled off. It's kind of lame. I need to get some more black paint. So we'll dust it up first here. See, nice. Get the big chunks up. Oops. Yeah, doing good. Ooh, get that clean. Get all those little, found some nails back behind there. Just realized I'm not filming anything I'm doing. That's fine. You don't have to be perfect. So this is like a piece of ShamWow. You put that in your car, in your floorboard on the back, and in the wintertime when the snow melts off your feet, that sucks the water up. That's a true thing. That's a true thing there. True story. True facts. I'm about to have a snack here. I got that in that work. That's for putting sockets on. This needs to find a forever home. That's for power cord. Hold that right for power cord. That needs to find a forever home. Some gloves. I have a spot for gloves. I'm not really sure what that is, but I know I've got a spot. Coffee cups. Plastic bags. Let's temporarily put the coffee cups on top of the absolutely full soda can redemption place. There we go. So we can dust our workbench off. Oh, we gotta plug the phone back in before it dies. Hold please. Hopefully that's charging. I'm not getting an indicator that it's charging, so it's a little suspect. See, there's like someone did like what did they do there? Spilt soda? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Just a sticky soda ring? Ew, that's grimy. Grimy guy! Ugh. Oofda. Yep, we're just gonna do it. Let's clean the counter off. Let's make it nice out here. We're not gonna make it nice. We're gonna make it nicer. So this is a thing right here. Like, you see this thing? It's like a giant like insulator for like high power. I don't know why. I just think it's cool, and this is ceramic. It's like a giant insulator. And I found it in like one of the old buildings here on the property, and like it was all messed up and dirty, but like it's in perfect shape. I don't know why. I think it's cool. Same with this. Someone had an old tool that broke, and we tore it apart just to look and see how it was built, and it's like This gear, this giant bearing. I don't know why. I just think it's cool, and I just keep it on my workbench here. Just a little gear. Then I have this. That's an aluminum nut. That thing weighs nothing. And then there's a big rusty nut right there too. Right here, old chuck. This is the chuck off of one of my my hammer drills. But this piece of garbage would not tighten down. It wouldn't stay tight no matter what I did. Like I even put I tried to grip it there and it just sits right there. Just that little sanitizer. Okay. These still have liquid in them. I don't like dealing with that. Let's just set that on the floor. Someone didn't drink all their drink. Let's try to get most fruit snacks for later. Do the rest of the dusting here. This is kind of interesting. I haven't decided where to mount this. This is a tripod. Not a tripod, but it's a mount. Can I make this thing work? What's going on here? Oh, wait. Man, come on, brain. So this extends. It's got an adjustment for swivel. And then it's got screw points. So you can screw it down and then you can put your camera mount on it. I always thought it'd be cool, on the workbench. I've never mounted it though. You know what I mean? Or you could do it on the wall. I think I paid 50 cents for that. So right now it just sits right there. It's waiting for its forever home. I'm not sure what I'm gonna when do I need to film myself in my face direction when I'm oops, there goes that pin. We'll pick that up later. Just punched it. But anyways, when do I need to film my face when I'm at my workbench? I'm not really sure, but whenever I decide that's what I'm gonna do, that's what I'm gonna do it with. See how that works? Yep. It's nice to clear the workspaces off every once in a while and make it half presentable again. Get it ready for the next disaster. You know? I'm not a huge stickler on making sure everything's picked up and pristine at all moments. That's not my thing, but sometimes you just have to be yeah, that needs, you need to do something about that. It's you're out of spots to put stuff. So then you have to make some room. This stuff smells funky. I don't like the smell of that. It's a better smell than window cleaner, bud. And that's gonna need addressed. I'm not very happy about that. And someone drilled a hole right there. Someone was drilling on this workbench and put a hole in it. So this workbench is a little lighter duty. It's only got 1 3/4 board. It's not as deep. I think it's actually taller than the other one, maybe. I can't remember. But this is supposed to be the place where you can work on something that has not got gas and grease and oil pouring all over it. And you can keep your workspace a little cleaner, if you will. Is that even a thing? I don't even know. I've got these ideas, right? You ever get an idea in your head about how it's all going to be? Look at this thing. What am I do with this? Just look at a Plano toolbox. There's nothing in it though. It's plastic. That is a forever home. Where am I gonna put that? I think I'm gonna take that to the other garage. Put that in the lower garage, I think, for a rainy day. It definitely doesn't need to be up here. Look at all this crap. What is this thing? Craftsman Professional. Hold please. Ooh, look at that. I forgot I had those. Fancy drill bits. Nothing on the backside. Everything's missing. The speed lock quick connector. I wonder if I can build a little setup out of this here. Let's see if I got something that fits in there. So like I bought a bunch of stuff off a dude for like $5, like that toolbox. I got this thing. This is nice. Look at that. It's like the Pony brand of clamps. This is like super old stock, new old stock. I'm trying to figure out if there's a date on this thing. It's ancient. Take a look. I'm pretty sure this has never been used. Well, maybe once. It's all there. The adjustable corner clamp. Somehow. I guess you like loosen that thing up there and it slides around. Is that how it works? Oh yeah. It's got presets. If you're 90. Your angles. Yeah, those come in handy. Those come in handy sometimes. So I'm trying to figure out how to put it away. Nope. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. I'm gonna put that with my clamps. Where do I keep my clamps? Oh, in the drawer marked clamps. Yep. That's a good spot to start. I feel like something just happened. I got the spinny wheel of doom over here. Did we lose it? Reset. Oh, I get a political ad. That's fun. Yay, political ads. Skip your garbage. Skip your garbage. Oh, we're back. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. So yeah, so this is a speed lock quick connect. I wonder what that would be. These look like bits. And these are like drill bits that go into like impact drivers. That's kind of crazy. Missing a few of those. That's the 764. Oh, you are right here, bud. It's a nice case. Put that in the drill bit box. Bits. Here you go. Have a new partner there. Bits. What else we got down here? Just a bunch of garbage. Oh, here's another utility knife. Another Stanley. All right. Apparently, I'm sponsored by Stanley Utility Knives. This is a hybrid of metal and plastic. Or is it plastic or aluminum? I think it's plastic. So it's like, I don't really like, how cheap can you make something? It's like, hey, you know, if we make half of that utility knife out of plastic, the metal might be stiff enough to keep it from like crumbling into bits. But like, that works. That's just the knife ready to go. This is funny. I don't want to out you, buddy, so I'm not going to. But I'm not just. I know a guy that used to work at a place, and they had to use this style of utility knife blade. See, no points for safety. Can you imagine? As opposed to like, you know, points, dangerous. No points, much safer. Whatever. Don't ask me. I just work here. I don't really know. All right, what do we got? Let's look at what's hanging on the wall here. I think some of this is going to have to go. I think it's just a little too much going on here. We got a little bit too much going on. Let's see if we can get this in focus here. Okay, what do we need? You know, these are the cheapest screwdrivers. I've got good screwdrivers, but like sometimes you just need a screwdriver, right? So like these are Harbor Freight special screwdrivers. I got two different versions of them, so little snacks are making sounds in my pocket. Here's an example right here. See? The old ones were this type of handle, just a smooth, and then they upgraded to this kind of handle, the chamfered, if you will. So what I did in my infinite wisdom was I was like, well, I'll put one set, these are the chamfered, on this bench, and that way I always have big and small, regular and Phillips, right? Then I put the smooth ones over there. Then I got my good screwdrivers in a drawer. Sometimes I think I should have my good screwdrivers out, but there's so many good screwdrivers to take the whole wall up. So, whatever. These are kind of cool. Need a rag. Give me a rag. Hold, please. I think these are for like cutting goat hooves. Honestly. But these are like the nastiest scissors. Like these things will cut through anything. But I think they're actually designed for cutting goat's hooves. The D-All SK5s. Those are nice little sneepers. So we're definitely keeping those on the wall. We got this thing here. I really don't know what that's for. That's for some reason that made it on my bench and it's never left. So we're gonna find it a new home. These old locks. Look at these old locks. American USA. That's pretty cool. Got a key and I checked them all. They work. These came in one of them toolboxes. Slaymaker Super. One key for that. Could probably find a new home for those. The old putty knife. Yep, we're gonna keep that up there. Got an old Baumgars. See, this doesn't need to be here, does it? Like, what's that? What's that all about? Just some door stoppers in the original package? I don't have to be there. Another lock. It's actually a decent lock. Huh. I wonder if that would fit my skid loader. Without my skid loader, yeah. We'll put it in the lock pile. That's crazy. I think that's probably like a crime. Paperweight. Some sort of paperweight with 2 holes in it. I don't know what you'd do with that, but it's there just in case. A bigger scraper. So we got a little... Ooh, look at that nastiness. That needs to be addressed. I need to scrape that with a scraper. What is this? Huh, flint and steel. Look at that. See if I can light my garage on fire. Woo! Come on now. Why am I having trouble? So am I supposed to use the other side? That's pretty cool. I'm not sure why that's on the wall though. Like, is that like of paramount importance in the scheme of things? Oh, it's got a whistle too. And a compass, in case you get lost. Whatever. I don't know what this is. This is some sort of super magnet with some sort of adjustable mount something. I don't know what you would like. What do you put on that? I've got it. I don't even know. Like those are like neodymium rare earth magnets. Could I hang like a TV mount on that? Or a cell phone mount maybe? That'd be kind of cool. What can I do there? Comment below if you know what I can do with that. Let me do something with that. Let me stick it over here for now. Doink. And this is like a sharpener of some sort. Some super old school scissor sharpener, knife guide, garden tools, knife, patent pending. It's got like a glass cutter on that end. Whatever. Try to find a better home for that. Keychain. Don't need that on the bench, do I? Ooh, cotter pins. Or not cotter pins, but yeah, those are nice to have. Didn't know I had that up there. I should put that in the truck. More utility knife blades. A carabiner, that's cool. A square, I like those. Drill bit sizer, super important. A scrubby thing. What are these? A phone lanyard. Huh? What about that? Put your phone in that and hang it around your neck so you don't lose it. That could be fun on a boat. I don't think it need to hear though. All right, more blades. These are more of the unbranded variety. I wonder if that would fit right in front of the old safety blades. Huh, how about that? Perfect. All right, so we got room to hang stuff back up now. This is cool. Is there anything in it? No, there's not. This is like an old school match case. Check this out. You unscrew that, flip that around, and then your matches go in there. There's a rubber seal there, and you can strike your match on the side, and then you re-thread it, and it seals it, make a waterproof case for your matches. That's what that is. How cool is that? All right, so the goat hoof clipper, I want to put that in a spot where I don't get my fingers cut when I go to grab it, or a tool. You just throw that back up there for fun. Got the chip butt brush, that's important. I'm just gonna hang random shit randomly. I don't know where anything's supposed to go. This thing's kind of broken. It's got bent and the thing doesn't fit in. I beat it with a hammer and tried to put it back. I don't know how well I fixed it. It's been warranted, but it's still pretty broken. But like, sometimes you don't need it perfect, so like, it may still work for like, I don't know, garage purposes. Is that a thing? Tape measure, pretty important on the old workbench. How about right there, tape measure. See, this is getting kind of, you're getting in the realm of things being in the way there. A paint can opener. You can never find this when you want to open a paint can. I can tell you that right now. This thing should be by a sink. It's a silicone scrubber, but like it's out here. I don't understand why. That thing's filthy. But does it fit above? It does. That's perfect. 2 of those in a row. I like that. This is like a industrial twist tie. I don't even know what that's all about. You go there. That's a lame carabiner, but these are nice for like holding power cords up. You're hanging stuff from the ceiling. My utility knife can go next to my utility blades. There's supposed to be a flashlight there, but I don't have it, which is unfortunate. All right, we're looking good here. Get that cleaned up a little bit. This is gonna find a new home though. I gotta find a better place for this. I'm actually not sure if a bench is where this goes. Is it? It can be. Look at these magnet things here. I got magnets with rubber connectors. Like, how does that work? Do they work backwards? So maybe I can just do that. Can I magnetize that thing to the wall? Oh! You better believe it. That's stored, kids. Stored. Another one right here. Where we put him? The old safety magnet. Put him right there. My goat hoof clippers are getting magnetized as we speak. Push that back to there. These things kind of hang. I use these quite a bit, so like, where am I going to put them? I don't want to cover this stuff up. Oh man, the decisions you have to make in life. How about right there? Is that good? It is in front of the drill bits, but it's off to the side. These are important decisions. I don't know if everyone's aware of how important these decisions are. I'm about to wrap this up. I haven't gone too long. I can tell you that right now. I've gone way too long. Crazy magnet. What's that go to? Let's stick him up there. Because why not? I don't know what this is like. Oh, I think this was part for a trailer. I think that was like the. I decided it was too lame. It was like, it seemed really weak. Like for the breakaway or something. And I was like, nah, I'm good. Like I don't need a rubber, whatever the hell that thing is. Ooh. Cha-ching. All right. I think we've gone too long. It says we've gone for 85 minutes. I'm gonna find a new home for that. This is just like a magnet clip thing. Put you there for now, friend. All right, what can we do here? Do a little reverse film. How's this work? There we go. All right. Whoa, calm down. All right, there we go. I got my. This is fancy Canadian brand. I don't know if you know that or not. That's Canadian. Yeah. Putter around in the garage. I ate breadsticks and coffee. I didn't think that was gonna be worth filming. All right, let's do this one. If you caught it live, you could have participated. If you watched the rerun, then that's almost as good as catching it live. Got some sneak peeks of things to come. Apparently my beard's on crooked. That's fine. Straighten that out real quick. Peace out.